If you're not carrying an extra magazine, you're going to get killed in the streets, and here's why. Hey guys, it's Carter here with Patriot Training Center, and today I'm going to talk to you about why I carry an extra magazine for my concealed carry loadout. So let's get started. So the biggest reason that I carry an extra magazine is because of malfunction clearance. So if a normal tap rack doesn't suffice as far as getting my gun back in the fight, I might need to clear a double feed or something like that, and having an extra magazine to do that, that way I could just strip the old one out, put the new one in, is the best way to do that. Most of the malfunctions in your gun that you have are due to magazines. So spring pressure might not be right, or the gun actually feeding. Magazine causes most of the malfunctions that you see. So having an extra magazine to be able to just strip it free, put a new one in, that's the biggest reason. The alternate reason is having extra rounds. So as you may have heard before, most gunfights actually don't last that many rounds in a civilian context. You'll hear the age-old 3 rounds in 3 seconds, or 3 yards or less. So that technically is true, but that's also the law of averages. So there's a lot of things in there. You know, there could be 4 rounds, 5 rounds. How are you to know which gunfight you're going to be in? So the average 3-second minimum drill and all of that is a good baseline to be able to hit that, and you should be able to hit that, but it's not the end-all be-all, because who's to say that your gunfight isn't going to be at 10 yards and you're going to need 8 rounds. So I like having as many rounds as I can comfortably carry as possible. So it's not a big deal for me to run an extra magazine. I have plenty of space to carry one. I have plenty of concealment with my gut. So it's not that hard for me to carry an extra magazine. If you're not carrying with an extra magazine yet, here's some ways that might help you be able to do that. So I have a couple of different examples here. This is the way I carry one. I carry it on my strong side. So this is just a single magazine holder. It clips to my belt, and I can run it underneath my cover garment like that, and it's on my strong side. So I'll have to clear the cover garment and draw that out, and that's the way I carry one. Another way, these are very popular these days, you have a sidecar holster. So this is set up to be run in the appendix position, and you put your gun in here, and then you have an extra magazine built into the holster. This is pretty cool. I like them. They just don't really, for my gut, it kind of like puts another thing in the way other than my gun in there. So it's just not super comfortable for me. But I think these are a great solution, and they're very fast to draw from that extra magazine. The other thing that you could do, if you're not going to put any extra effort into carrying with an extra magazine, and you want one, but you don't want to wear anything else, the most simple thing that you can do is put it in your pocket. It's not the most ideal way, but it is putting extra rounds on you, on your person. That decision could help save your life. So at least having it on you is, I think, a really good step. Wearing the magazine holsters and everything is definitely a better solution, but if nothing else, you can wear it or use it just in your pocket. So there's a couple ways that you could do that. So a couple things to consider when you are deciding to carry in your pocket. So I like to have nothing else in that pocket if I'm going to do that. So as you can see, it's in my pocket. It is printing a little bit, but anyone who actually no one is actually going to know what that is. They're not going to be able to tell what it is. So I just like to have my pocket empty of anything else. So if I do need to grab it, I can get it pretty quickly. The downsides of it are, if you don't do that, you can kind of fumble around in there, and it's definitely not as fast as drawing from the magazine holders. But if you practice it enough, you can get pretty decent at it. Making sure that you do practice out of it is a big deal, because getting fast reloads, if you're needing to reload your gun, especially if you're in an emergency reload, you need to reload that thing super quick. So practicing out of the pocket is something you must do. There's also a couple other products that you can find that actually have a clip on them, and it's like magnetic. So it's one of the examples that I'm thinking of is the Neo Mag, and that one is magnetic, and it just clips onto it clips onto your pocket. It looks like a pocket knife, but it holds an extra magazine, and so that keeps it in the same spot every time. But I would definitely still tell you to not keep a whole bunch of other stuff in that pocket. Have that one set up for your reload pocket. Don't be fumbling around with your phone and your magazine and everything, because you're not gonna be able to get it out in quick enough time if you really need to use it. So those are some reasons why I would carry an extra mag and how to do it. If you guys want to learn more stuff like this, come out to Patriot Training Center. One other thing, I have a dry fire program down in the description below. That's going to get your skills where they need to be. You can practice reloads from your pocket using dry fire. So click that link below. We'll catch you guys in the next one.